It's gonna be cold anyway.
The block's definition of hot, I be a simile. I know the definition of op, that be the enemy. I seen a lot of brothers get, God forbid, get locked, cause they ain't tending me. Diaz, buenos dias to senoritas. By the kiosk for fly Adidas, forever eating la comida. We lurking just to catch you lacking, like we on cheaters. Free us, rip us, long live us. We try to grab the plate of what the won't give us. Most of mine never had a Thanksgiving, so instead of giving thanks, man, taking what's given. You know what it is at the city. Girl, free to if you don't wear a wide. When it comes to paper, that's that I require. When it comes to power, that's that I desire. For real.
It's 11 o'clock on the dot, I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleeping, no yawning, no whatnot. 12 running around creeping and peeping for the we be moving with caution. The block is really hot.
The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is hot. The block is hot, the block is really cold in the wintertime, cold in the summer. Cold when the wind blows, cold like December. Oh yeah. It's gonna be cold anyway.
Tremble. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy, right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder so I know that he is touchable. And then I turned him to a pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. Don't waste any time, bro. Just do the job right, or you are surely going. Go knock on some wood, but I just feel I did incredible. How many? I don't know, but more than several. I know a lot of demons, I can summon any one of them. As if they were cuddling. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy, right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder so I know that he is touchable. And then I turned him to a pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. I was watching him outside his house, he's getting comfortable. I was trying to make sure undiscoverable. You were now just look at what we've done to you. Peter Piper, now they're touching you. I was coaching up a team of now they're rushing you. If I think you wronged one of my homies, I will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Run up on that boy, right in front of him. I just tapped his shoulder so I know that he is touchable. And then I turned him pre-K and eating Lunchables. And as you know, it's unrefundable. When you should never feel uncomfortable. Will he perform when he has money right in front of him? Will he perform when he has money right in front of him?
Sit by myself, talking to the moon.
Pull up the single turn up. Pull up the single turn up. Pull up the single turn up.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Right side, Horford. Got a piece of it. Embiid with it. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Looking it over. Here's Tucker. Tucker a screen. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here's Tatum, and he makes that one.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Now, here is Harden from downtown. Al Horford with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Harris with it. Now guarded by Smart. Here's Tucker. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
To the paint. Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Harris.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Boy, guys, what extraordinary growth from Jaylen Brown over the course of his young career. Tighter handle, consistency from deep. This guy is serious about his craft, and it's paying dividends.
And And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Williams can't hit. The 76ers trail. To the inside. Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer. So you just can't hack away at it.
That one is no good. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
And here's Harden. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to Harris. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
And now only one away. From being in the penalty.
Here's Harden. Down low. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Harden. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, it's Harden continuing to evolve as a playmaker. This guy, including his teammates, making them feel good.
Now here's Smart. The kick out to Williams. Inside. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Back to Tucker. From outside the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head coach. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. And Harrell slams it down hard.
Oh, the grit right there. Montrezl Harrell simply wanting that offensive rebound more than anyone else.
Outside, Smart. Brown right side. For the three. A shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. To the middle. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Tucker. Maxey in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
In the corner, it's Harris. Moves back up. Here's Harrell. No good on that one. Good tee by Williams. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Over in the corner, White. Back to Tatum. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Tatum looking around. Tries again. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And Williams throws it down.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
They set the pick. Pass to Niang. Jacks up a three. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading 5-5. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got himself on the board with three there.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Down low, Williams. Good D by Embiid. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Out to Harris. Pass to Milton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Niang. Williams knocks it away.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Here's Brogdon. Now Williams. Back to Brogdon. This ball movement by Boston. Double team on Williams. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Good D by Embiid. Here's Maxey. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Maxey's got his first 2 points.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Checking in for the Celtics.
Picked away. And now the 76ers on the break. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
Here's Embiid. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Sam Hauser. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution number 3.
Now Milton to the paint and stolen by Horford. Pass to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Niang. Hits the three-point bomb. Niang's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
And guys, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Left side, Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
Once Jason Tatum has the ball in his hands in the painted area, this guy will power through. He'll put it up and over you if necessary. He knows how to score it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Philadelphia?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And Embiid drops them both. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And they double up Embiid. Back to Thibault. Pulls up. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Celtics trail by 4. And then Brown with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Thibault for 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Horford. Now here's Brown. Defended by Thibault. Back to Brown. Picked by Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You get a look at the gritty, competitive fire of Jaylen Brown. Takes on the defense and draws the contact.
Jaylen Brown taking 2 shots.
And Brown drops them both. Here's Harden. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers on top, leading by 4. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The 76ers leading by 4. Pass to Thibault. In the corner, Harrell with it. From the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down. And here is Brogdon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Pass to Thibault. Maxey looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Harden outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. In the corner, Horford with it. Here's Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
Shot clock at 3. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And the basket by Tatum. Tatum's got 13.
You have to be willing to shoulder the offensive burden. I think Jason Tatum is built for it.
Harden with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Idle for 3. They get the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
Al Horford. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Harden outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White.
Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston.
And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. The lead is 2. Fader on the way. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. Now, I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Endorse this Celtics team. Very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Outside, Maxey. 5 to shoot. Out to Harris. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boston ball.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Harris outside. White with the defensive effort. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. It's up a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harden with it. And it's Horford picking him up. Harden with it. Harris outside. Embiid inside the line. And he gets it back. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style. And some added toughness on the roster, something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Here's Tatum on the wing. Brown. 5 on the clock. The Celtics working the ball around now. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one. Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Embiid is at the elbow. And Tucker has it in the corner. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
There's a minute left in the third. Pass to Williams. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. That's now 8 points for Rob Williams.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Here's Brogdon. Here's Williams. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Back to Embiid. Pass to Maxey. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And Embiid drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Brown. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
What a... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1. Outside Williams. Inside. And now the 76ers on the break. Now here's Embiid. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Buries the corner 3. Maxey's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Philadelphia. Over in the corner, Brown. Knocks it loose. So it's Philadelphia now. A 2-point game. Here's Harden. Good D by Williams. Here's Brown. Pass to Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Grant Williams, Doris, he made a giant leap during his 3rd season. In your estimation, why?
Well, it's interesting, Kevin. It could be any number of things, but remember, for the 2019 draft picks like a Grant Williams, the first 2 years of their careers had major interruptions in the NBA schedule. 21-22, year 3, first normal schedule for these guys.
And here's Harden for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Now Brogdon. Brown wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark. To the inside. And Harrell slams it in.
This young guy is an absolute monster at the rim. So tough for opponents to match Harrell's level of physicality.
Here's Pritchard. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Harden. Pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. On the wing, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Williams with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the 76ers call time here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win.
Thanks, David. Now a timeout called by Boston. Boston trailing. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Harrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Celtics substitution.
And here's Smart to the middle.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their final timeout.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable. Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
Timeout called the 76ers. third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
His team leans heavily on James Harden when the game is hanging in the balance. Mr. Harden with a big shot.
Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
That one on Embiid. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harden bounce pass. Here's Embiid. And he lays it straight in. And the 76ers. Lead by 2.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Boston, no good that time either.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Pass to Horford. It's Brown on the wing. Picked by Horford. Smart with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Just 2 to shoot. Inside. Doesn't go that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. It's White on the wing. Fires the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Harden way outside. They grab their own miss. Embiid inside. Second shot opportunity. And taken away by Brown. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Harris.
That's his second.
These moments with the game hanging in the balance is exactly what Jason Tatum dreamed about. You want to be like Kobe? Time to make some shots.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. To the paint. Here's Harden. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen. Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Tucker. Knocks down the 3.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Embiid with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third personal foul.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 seconds left in the fourth. So Philadelphia wins it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends,